Um, Use the form which I've put in the top of the comments. In my bio.link/A9630, you'll find the link to the anonymous Google form where you can send me whatever you want to say to me, whatever secret you want to tell me, whatever you want to ask me about, whatever you want to confess to. Hello, Gary. Anything like. It's completely anonymous. I won't know who you are. You can tell me who you are, but I won't know if you're telling the truth or not. I don't even have an IP address, nothing like that. All it is 3 questions. Oh, Silva. 3 questions. What would you like to tell me? Is it okay for me to discuss this on Haps/wherever? And do you want to give me a name? But as I say, I won't ever know if you're actually telling the truth about your name or not. And if you say that you don't want me to discuss anything, then I won't. I'll read it and keep it entirely private. So tell me whatever you want to tell me. Whatever question you want to ask, whatever you want to get off your chest, that's fine. Any piece of advice you want, I'll do my best. I'm not a doctor or a psychologist or anything like that. I'm not trained in giving advice. Here for the drama, all right? But I'll do my best, and so will the other people in the chat. I'm sure they'll do their best to help and give advice and whatever you like. So it can be anything, any topic you want, any subject. It can be something very serious. It can be something frivolous and amusing. Whatever you want. What do you want to say? Normally we do this once every 2 weeks, Saturday nights, every second week. The other weeks we play charades, or I still don't have a title for that. And then every second week we play, no, we don't play, we do secrets and advice. Hello, Gemma. Gemma was on charades last week. Yes, so that's what we do every second. We play all the things. Yes, that's what we do every second week. We switch them around. One kind of serious and one, fun, basically. Yeah. Okay. So as I said, find serious competition. Yeah. Find the Google link there. That's the easiest way of finding it. bio.link/A9630. You'll find the link to lots of other things. Thank you, D. Polly. Talking about stream of the week. What is it? Art this week. The theme of the week. I think it's hat art. I might do something for that. I might do that. Yeah, so that's where you can find the Google form. Let me show you what it looks like to prove that it is me there. Article Lordy, yes. Where's my bio link? Now, can I just paste it there, actually? Can I do that? Maybe not. Bio link there, and log in. There we are. And it looks like... I need to do that, don't I? There we go. So that's what it looks like there. That's my bio link with lots of different links, and the one you go to is their secrets and advice, along with, you can have a look at all the other ones as well if you want to do that. Oops, did I just open that? I did. Okay, so yes, all the other ones as well, but the one that's relevant this evening is secrets and advice. So you tap onto that and you get to this here. You get to my secrets and advice Google form. And yeah, you submit whatever you want to submit. send me whatever text you want to send. So last time, where did we get to last time? Right, so an interesting one that came in just after 11 o'clock, so just after last week when I finished. But you can send me, you can send me things whenever you like. It doesn't have to be when I'm doing this or just after, whatever. You can send me your secrets and confessions whenever you want. Yeah, feel free, throughout the week. I occasionally check throughout the week, or throughout the fortnight, I should say. So this one came in and it says, well, first of all, they didn't give a name, and you might see why in a second, and they said, yes, it's okay to discuss publicly. And it says, I'm classed as famous, but no one on HAPS knows this. I have to hide it because I want people to like me for me, but it makes me sad I can't share my full self. Interesting. I'm classed as famous, in inverted commas, but no one on HAPS knows this. I have to hide it because I want people to like me for me, but it makes me sad I can't share my full self. So obviously I have no idea who that is. I don't know. I don't think I've ever even suspected that somebody on HAPS was secretly famous. So yeah, absolutely no idea. Hello, Bell, Arkansas from New York. Or is that Bell, New York from Arkansas? Who knows? Yeah, interesting. I wonder if that person uses a fake personality, a fake character, so that their real famous identity isn't revealed. Don't know. Can you be secretly famous? Unless, I guess, I don't need to reveal. Yes, exactly. That's what I wonder. Or, well, do they have a fake persona? A fake non-famous persona, or do they just have no persona? Do they just use an anonymous name and just the generic picture or something? And I don't know. NYC, Arkansas, right? Am I at home doing this? I might be, might not be. Who knows? Could be my second home. Yes. I'm secretly not famous. I'm not secretly trying. I just confused me. Yes, quite. I don't know whether I would count being on Crime Watch as famous. Well, it depends on the crime, doesn't it? Good afternoon, Mad. So, well, okay. So I mean, this person not asking for any advice, but I wonder if they allow their real personality to be seen. Hello, Jamie's World. Ciao, Ugo. Really liked your photos, by the way, the other day. Personally, I think it's good to tell too much about your real life. It's good to not tell too much. Yeah, so if this person allows their real personality to be seen without their real identity, so their honest self, their personality, their feelings, their reactions to people and so on, without having their famous name or their famous face revealed, I wonder if that tells them how liked they might be. I wonder if that person, I wonder if they do feel appreciated and liked, or I wonder if there needs to be some sort of even if it's a fake name and a fake face, or I don't know, some sort of an identity that goes along with a personality. I wonder if people need to have an idea of who somebody is, even if it's an unreal, made-up person. I wonder if that's necessary for people to really like somebody, or can you like somebody with just a personality and no identity? Hmm. 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 I'm not sure. I don't know. Yo. Has Vader stopped broadcasting now then? Now that the Med and Doe and Jem are all here. It's yeah. I wonder. If that person has ever dropped hints about who they are, about their famous self. No, I'm amazed. What did I miss? The one that the only one that I've read so far is I'm classed as famous, but no one on Haps knows this. I have to hide it because I want people to like me for me, but it makes me sad I can't share my full self. I think it's sad that people, famous Vader, of course. I think it's sad that people will like a famous person, or I don't know, may like a famous person for their fame, and may or may not like them if it wasn't for the fact that they were famous. I think that's quite sad. I think that should be irrelevant. Clout chasing. Clout chasing. What? Who? What? Hmm. Hmm. It'd be interesting to hear more from that person. Yeah, it'd be interesting to hear more about what they do reveal and what they don't reveal, and how they think people see them in their famous self and in their non-famous Haps personality. I became a close friend of a famous ex-wife of a very well-known rock star. She was on Periscope. Oh. Interesting. Yeah, so like I said, I'd be interested in knowing. I mean, obviously, without revealing your famous self, I'd be interested in hearing more of that story. Next, right now. Okay. Now, I do say, tell me anything, confess anything. Fine. Someone has me use another name. Fair enough. Used to be quite a few famous people on Periscope. Yeah, I mean, as themselves, though, famous people being on Periscope. Yes, a few certainly. I think Ricky Gervais still uses Twitter Live. I think, doesn't he? Anyway, yes. So I say it's fine to send me anything, whatever, and it is. However, I don't want to make this about other people here on Haps. So I don't want this to be a lot of essentially people flirting with each other or saying, is so-and-so single, etc. I don't want it really to be about the other people here on Periscope or here on Haps who can't, who have no choice about having this being broadcast. However, I'm willing to give a little bit of leeway there. She's herself on Periscope and we cook together. Okay. Hello, Dean. However, so like I say, I'll allow some leeway about that. It says, this person says, and again, they say it's possible to discuss publicly, but they don't give a name. I have feelings for Gemma, and I don't think she thinks I am serious. Is there any way I can find out without ruining the friendship if she doesn't feel the same? Let's read that again. I have feelings for Gemma, who is in here. I don't think she thinks I am serious. Is there any way I can find out without ruining the friendship if she doesn't feel the same? You haven't finished Night Manager yet. I am bogged in it. You're not the only one in that situation. I did finish it a couple of days ago. I kind of have to, guys. But we'll discuss that on Monday during Monday Night Book Club, which is the last Monday of the month. So come back on Monday for that. I mean, don't leave now, Dean, but come back on Monday for that. Doze on chapter 24, yes. So is there any way of being serious and letting someone, Gemma, someone know that you're serious about having feelings for them? Other than saying it, not really. other than asking them and saying, actually, I am quite serious. I don't think there is a way of doing it without saying something like that. But end on September 1st. No, it ends for last Monday of each month, still. Bite the bullet. Yeah, bite the bullet. Is that, I don't think there is a way of saying that without saying it. Yeah, I think that's the only way. I think that's the only thing you can do, really, is be honest and be serious and be candid. Yeah. Life's too short to sit and wonder. That's right. That's right. Absolutely correct. Now this is a strange one that came in yesterday. Strange. I don't know. Well, again, is it okay to discuss publicly? Yes. Would you like to give me a name? No. It says, time to leave you too attached. Time to leave you too attached. I don't know if that's meant for me or if it's meant for just the ether, putting it out into the world. I don't know. Strange. I'm not sure what to think. I'm not sure what to think about that. It's all spelled correctly. Too attached. T-O-O. Time to leave you too attached. The spelling is all correct. Yeah. So I wasn't aware of anyone being too attached to me. So I don't know if it's about me or about somebody else or what. Laura Byrne. Too busy to watch me? Could be that. Watching me too much, if that's, I don't want to assume it's about me. It may well be just I'm too attached to a person. Time to leave. Don't know. I'll keep an eye out though, in case there's anybody who I know watches me a lot. I'll see. I see the Tapestry thing opens tomorrow. They did a feature on GB News. I wouldn't know about that. I don't watch GB News. But no, it's been open since Thursday, I think it was. So if they're saying it opens tomorrow, it doesn't surprise me. Unfortunately. What if someone confessed they did something illegal? How would you handle that? Well, I mean, if they confessed anonymously, what could I do about it? Yeah. Hello, Demi. To attach social media platform, yes, it could be you, Haps. Yes, that's perfectly true. So I don't know. If somebody confessed they did something illegal and I knew who it was, that would be a different matter. Kind of depends on what they were confessing. I mean, if it was something trivial, I didn't pay my TV license or something like that. Probably nothing, to be honest. People can make stuff up. Yes, that's very true. Very true. A pre-recorded thing. Could be. Yes, it's already open though. I haven't been yet, but it is already open. Okay, so this has come in just now, 10 minutes ago. I mean, again, I don't wish to necessarily assume this is about me. I can't assume that it's definitely. I mean, again, it could be just something put out into the ether. It could be about a social media platform, but it says, I think you're cute. It says. And nothing else, no name, but I'm allowed to discuss it. That's all it says. I think you're cute, which is nice. Thank you. If it is about me, I don't wish to assume. If it is, very kind of you, very nice. Don't get too attached, but that's nice. Appreciate that. It's always nice to hear that. What more can I say? I think you're cute too, anonymous person. Yes, what help do they want, I wonder? Do you have the number for the RSPB, is it? Does that work? Is that spelled correctly? Yes. Also, YOU apostrophe RE. You meant that via DM, did you, Ned? Right, thank you. Joys of motherhood, I'm sure. Right, I'm going to, while there is no more coming in just at the moment, I think it auto updates itself, doesn't it? Yeah. While I'm waiting for something else to appear, have you missed much? Not an awful lot, I don't think. Oh, apart from Gemma, apart from the person who said, I have feelings for Gemma and I don't think she thinks I am serious. Is there any way I can find out without ruining the friendship if she doesn't feel the same? That was the only thing you missed. And someone thinks I'm cute. And somebody seemingly is leaving because they're too attached. There you go, Gemma. Gary's sending you a big hug. What the hell? Oh, the only thing. What? Anyway, I'm going to have a nice modern Hellas. That's what I'm going to have while I'm waiting for another confession to come in. Let's hope I don't spill it all over my lovely new laptop. So I bought, in fact, I didn't buy, I had on my Amazon wish list these lovely, lovely glasses, French made, really nice design, and exactly 330 milliliters because that is the size of the cans of beer. And then Tempest, in their infinite wisdom, decided to switch to 440 milliliter cans. Anyway, don't you miss Periscope? Because I know I do. Yes. It had some features that Haps doesn't have and all the other platforms. But as I always say, the main thing, cheers, Slangevar. Cheers, everyone, Slangevar. The main thing to miss is the people. That's what makes a social media platform successful or not, and watchable or not. It's the people, it's the content, it's the community. That's the number one missable thing. And if the people, generally speaking, go somewhere else, then that's for the best. So I wonder, Gary, and other people who may feel like that, I wonder if it's not so much the platform that you miss, but is it, says Kim, to you too. I wonder if it's more that you miss that time. I wonder if it's that you miss the good times that you had with those people, and you don't, that the people kind of dispersed, or I don't know. I wonder if it's not so much the platform as what was happening there, the people you talked to. Yes, thank you. Whoa. We can all agree with whoa. If anything comes out of tonight, I think we can all agree on whoa. Don't you? Closeness and familiarity of Periscope, yeah. I think some of that might be the audio guests, but of course we can have video guests here on Haps. Closeness and familiarity, I think maybe that just happens over time. I mean, you forget, or well, no, maybe you don't forget. Periscope was around for 4 or 5 years. That's, there's a lot of time to build up relationships with people. Whereas the platform itself and the people there, Periscope was the perfect live streaming app. It wasn't. It was never perfect. It was never the perfect live streaming app. It was good. I only use this because I have to, because some people, including you, are on it that I want to watch, or I wouldn't bother with it. Well, quite. I mean, I wouldn't bother using any social media platform if there wasn't anybody on it who I wanted to interact with. That's what it's about. I mean, that's in the name, isn't it? Social media. But yeah, nothing lasts forever, as Joe says. But no, Periscope was never perfect. It was always liable to crash. The customer support was dreadful. People were getting banned for no reason. Periscope has displayed the scopers and their viewers for being more available. So it has displayed scopers and the viewers. Not sure what you mean by that. Right, let's see. Right. Okay. Right, hold on, I just need to read this one. Oh my goodness. Right. So this is from the person who we have seen previously. The person displaced. Right. Gotcha. Yes. Right. The app itself was quite horrible. The people are what made it. Yeah, I agree with that, Danny. I agree with that. It crashed a lot on the customer support channel. Overall, the app layout and the way it worked wiped the floor. I disagree. I think it's just what you're used to, and I think, honestly, Gary, I think that you're approaching it slightly with rose-tinted spectacles. I think the differences in the layout, those differences are not that major between HAPS and Periscope. I think that you are feeling negatively about HAPS because of the loss of Periscope. I don't think really. I don't think Periscope. I don't think HAPS is anything like as bad as you say. I think it's perfectly usable. Well, quite, Gemma. This is not Andrew's gossip corner, but yeah. Honestly, Gary, I do think that what you're saying is more about the loss of Periscope than about the format of HAPS. Genuinely, I might be wrong, but have a think about that anyway. Yes, I was as well. Anyway, right. So this is from the person who has written in before about her ex-husband. Him living in another country and their kids, and her finding out that she's bisexual and her new lover and so on. So that person. And they say, my husband has come to the UK to find me. He turned up on my old work. They told me he was there and that he was very angry. I haven't seen him yet. I don't know if I should meet him without the kids. I don't actually want to risk losing my kids, but I don't know what to do. If I don't meet with him, what do I do? Will he find me? Any suggestions as to how I can find out? Let me read that again. My husband has come to the UK to find me. He turned up at my old work. They told me he was there and that he was very angry. I haven't seen him yet. I don't know if I should meet him without the kids. I don't actually want to risk losing my kids, but I don't know what to do. If I don't meet with him, what do I do? Will he find me? Any suggestions as to how I can find out? Dumped my shortbread biscuit into my tea for too long and fell in. Oh dear, terrible. I miss giving hearts, swimmer's ears. Yes, I do miss that. That is, I mean, just to briefly diverge again, there are certainly some things about Periscope that I miss very much, like the hearts. I did like that a lot, but it was never perfect. It's never perfect. And there are things on HAPS that are better than Periscope ever was. Actually thought someone had died then. It's a biscuit, yes. It's a biscuit. Could have been a gingerbread man, anyway. Citizens' advice might have some women's charities, agencies to help this lady. Yeah. Yeah, so this person, I wonder if there could be some sort of mediation. I wonder if there could be some safe place where you two could meet with a mediator. I don't know. That might be the best thing to do. But I certainly wouldn't want to be meeting him with your kids. I certainly wouldn't want to be doing that. Should you meet him without them? I don't know. I would certainly be worried about it. I would not meet him alone for sure. Yeah, I certainly wouldn't meet him alone. And I think maybe I would warn people, like warn the school or, whatever age your kids are, warn your family about it. I don't know. I think I would speak to who was that? Was it Demi who said about Silva? Citizens Advice might have some women's charities agency to help this lady. Yeah, I wonder if speaking to some charity or some specialist service like that might help. Sort of a refuge. It's people. Meeting alongside strangers, yeah, may benefit from legal advice, very much so. But I think that person, if I recall from the last message, I think that person was getting some legal advice about that. Do not meet alone, yeah. I wonder if some women's aid charity might just be able to give you some advice about that. I think that might be the route to go down, actually. I mean, what first came to mind would be getting a restraining order, perhaps. If that could be done, I don't know. Behind Closed Doors charity. I've used them. They offer free legal aid behind closed doors. Just look that up. Behind closed doors. Behind closed doors. So behind closed doors.org.uk. Are they only based in Leeds? I think they might be. I think they might be only based in Leeds. Yeah. But people like that. Yeah, we don't know where this person lives, of course. I think they live in the UK. I'm fairly sure. But yes, some chat that. What the website says that. Who we are, get more training, how we help, referrals. Yeah, at Behind Closed Doors across Leeds, we are here to help you wherever you identify on the gender spectre of gender or sexuality to cope, recover, and move on from your domestic violence and abuse experiences. But I'm sure there's plenty of other, well, I don't know about plenty, but I'm sure there's other charities or other services that might help about that, or might just give advice about that. Sending the message, husband came to the came to the UK. Yes, you're right. You're right. The Windmill Sunset was in my top 5 broadcasts you've ever seen. Thank you, Jackie. Big toe and Ladies Trump. Okay. No, don't tell me number 1. But thank you. Yeah, so that person, I think the legal advice that you might be getting may well be relevant. but also specialist charities might help. But maybe warn your friends, your contacts about the situation so that they know not to help them in any way. Schools, like I say, and don't meet him alone. I'm sure, well, hopefully you don't need to be told that. Right, next one. Do you reckon HAPS is pretty much dead now? Be honest. Where would you go if it basically did die a death? Well, no, I don't. Several reasons. HAPS, in the past few months, they had a large injection of cash. Was it $4 million invested in them? So something's going to happen with that. The audiences are not what they should be in terms of viewing figures. Not what they should be, certainly. That needs to improve. I think partly that is largely down to the content that's available. So it needs more people, yes. I think anybody who asks a question like that, is HAPS basically dead, or anybody who says that there's nothing worth watching on HAPS need to know that the #1 solution for that is to broadcast on HAPS. Do something worth watching. Do something that's interesting. Rather than just complaining, do something that's worth watching. That's the only way to increase the numbers of viewers. That's the only way to make it better. Or that's the major way of making it better. It's the only way you can control anyway. HAPS does need to pull their finger out in many ways. Yes, they need better discoverability. They need to bring back some of the features that were removed. They need to add new features. Yes, absolutely. But there's nothing you can do about that other than complaining about it to them. The one thing you can do is make good content. I have a bad habit of deleting and re-downloading. I don't know why people do that, to be honest. I only delete an app once I haven't used it for months. I don't see the need to delete apps, actually. Anyway, yeah. What if it keeps going into portrait? Well, that's unfortunate. Complain about that, definitely. That's something they need to fix. Yeah, I mean, look, don't get me wrong, HAPS is far from perfect. It needs improvement. It needs a lot of improvement, and quite quickly, in my opinion. But yeah. The comment lag was your biggest ick with HAPS, and that's resolved now. It's not entirely resolved, but yeah. It allows to do, well, okay, yeah. But again, I don't see the need to delete it. I mean, what you could do is you could have a folder for dormant apps that you don't want to be using at the moment, and then don't go into that folder, and then bring it back out again when you want to bring it out. I don't know. I have hundreds of apps. I don't delete sod all, hence me having over 5,000 unread emails, right? I can only imagine they haven't watched my broadcast if they think there's nothing worth watching on HAPS. Absolutely, me too. OCD with notification, yes, me too. Can I show you my home screen? It's currently got 3 notifications on it. One email, which I shall deal with right now. It's just the email from Twitch to say I'm live there. And 2 notifications on HAPS, which have both now disappeared. So I now have a lovely, fresh, notification-less home screen. There you go. That's how I like it. Right, next. Right. Can you help people with relationships and test the water, so to speak, to see if the other person feels the same before I put my foot in it and ruin the friendship? To a degree. But my advice is probably going to be put your foot in it, or at least dip your toe in the water, because you'll get nowhere without it. Next, right. Now that's an interesting thought. That's an interesting concept. Leggy Lady's secret admirer that keeps writing in is Leggy Lady. Interesting thought. Of course, they're not here to say that that's not true. On that subject, I've been following the Leggy drama and the guy who is almost obsessed about her. I really didn't watch her before, but he made me curious, so I've been checking her out. I want to say to that dude, don't bother making a move. I'm going to have her instead. You're too slow. Possibly. Right. Just catch up on the comments. Yeah, okay. A few asking space performance Discovery to have a live broadcast is missing. Yeah, it does need much better Discovery. Yeah. It needs the ability to share to other people as well. So you can take a good broadcast and share it to your followers. It needs that. Yeah, you're right, Shane. But yeah. Dip the toe in the water and nothing else. Just the water. I think with me getting poorly after reserve energy, yes, of course. Said she, sorry, Chucky. Okay. Right. Okay, this is rather a long story, but I'm currently in the HAP stream and there is a certain lady that I'm starting to catch feelings for. We talk weekly on the phone or Facebook Messenger chat, and I think she feels the same way too, but she's going through a lot and I don't want to push her into making a rash decision. Honestly, I'm just scared of rejection, and she will say, let's just be friends, although she does give out mixed signals. Basically, I'm asking you and the viewers whether it's worth risking our friendship over a crush or infatuation. I would say if you're not sure that that person is in the same sort of place, it may well not be worth risking the friendship. If, let me just read it again. There's a certain lady that I'm starting to catch feelings for, and we talk weekly on the phone or Facebook Messenger chat, and I think she feels the same way too, but she's going through a lot, and I don't want to push her into making a rash decision. Right. If she's going through a lot, and you don't want to push her into making a rash decision, then now is not the time for that. Doe says, if it's jamming head, go for it. I would say if you're in doubt about that situation, then there's good reason to be in doubt about it. And it's probably not the time, I would think. That would be my initial. I mean, you do yourself say a crush or an infatuation. Now, I don't know if this is for me or if it's for the group, to open up a group discussion. But the question is, she doesn't need anyone. She doesn't need, if she's going through a lot, she doesn't need any more. Yeah, that's my instinct anyway. Okay, so the question is, have you ever sent an inappropriate picture to someone on HAPS? Let's say that, is a question for the group discussion. As for me, no, unless anyone knows different. I've never sent an inappropriate picture. No. D-pics? Certainly never done that. Not on HAPS. No, there's been no inappropriate pictures. No. No, there's been nothing inappropriate. I can honestly say I have never sent any picture of myself that involved nudity. Thank you, Chucky. But it wasn't inappropriate, was it? That was not an inappropriate picture of me. What? I mean, is topless nudity? Well, I've never done that. So if you're implying that I've done that, that's not me. It was a probably yeah. Deepak type. Not really. No, no. Is topless nudity? It's a grey area. I mean, most people, right? I think most people would generally agree that male topless nudity is not nudity. I think most people would probably say that female topless nudity is. But I mean, I have sympathy with, particularly, shall we say, feminists who say that female nudity shouldn't be considered as nudity, and I can see that argument, honestly. If female topless is the male, yeah. I mean, I can see the logic there. I have a lot of sympathy with that point of view. If a woman was topless in public, I probably wouldn't object to it. I wouldn't be calling the police. You have a solid A cup, do you? That's a moth. I think there's nothing wrong with it. Hello, Tim. That's the sound that's you know what I mean, though. Male or female topless clothedness. I don't have an objection to it. I do get the argument that they are essentially the same thing, and women topless should be no different to men topless. I get that. Most men wouldn't object. Yeah, but I'm speaking about in a non-sexual reaction. Me being a man, me being heterosexual or whatever, doesn't impinge on my opinion that I have a lot of sympathy with the idea that there is no difference between the two. It's all nudity, whether you find it. Well, yes. Some ones get offended by women breastfeeding. Yeah, well, exactly. Yes. I don't think you, Gemma. With that, it is showing now. Women's bodies are prettier than men's. I'm not sure that's true. Was that no. That was strictly hypothetically speaking. No, I don't think it's true to say that women's bodies are prettier than men's. I know an awful lot of women who don't have a prettier body than mine. It did. It did now. Yes, it may have come through late, but you know what apps is like with their lagging, ain't that right, Chucky? Yeah. So your body's a temple. What, ruined? Is it? Speaking generally. Well, yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's speaking from a strictly non-sexual point of view. I think I have a lot of. I could very easily be persuaded to say that if men are allowed to be topless in public, then women should be allowed to be topless in public as well. I'm I have a lot of sympathy for that point of view. In Scotland, Nicola lets men breastfeed if they want from 5. From 5? What? Yeah, I think certainly there's nothing wrong with breastfeeding in public. Nothing wrong with that. Being sexualized long beef. Yeah, that's right. That's right. 5 p.m. Right. Okay. Men had to fight for the right to be topless in public. Did men had to fight for that right? Do you remember that? I don't remember doing that. If Andrew takes his shirt off, he won't be flagged if January. I mean, are you suggesting something? Is that are you trying to put subliminal messages in my mind there? They will be flagged. Yeah, which is unfair. I think that is unfair. Yeah. Right. No, I ain't leggy. I am watching, though, hoping she might come into our stream. She's not been going live. I miss her. Did that dude who warned me off give his name? No. Was it Peter? Not as far as I know. I don't know that Peter does have a thing for her. Right, that person again with the husband and the kids. I'm in the UK. I'm currently in London. I don't know if he's here by himself. He doesn't usually. He's allowed to come to the UK and has special privileges because of his role within the country he's from. It worries me. I wish I never even met him. Don't blame you. Will I be able to flee without him finding me? I have had some legal advice, but sadly he has many rights. Let me just read that again. I'm in the UK. I'm currently in London. I don't know if he's here by himself. He doesn't usually. He is allowed to come to the UK and has special privileges because of his role within the country he is from. It worries me. I wish I never even met him. Will I be able to flee without him finding me? I have had some legal advice, but sadly he has many rights. Yeah, which is very unfair, certainly. Of course, take it off, take it off. Whip a nip out. I think, what was it? Nip celebration or something? Was that Thursday? Not today anymore. It was illegal for anyone to be topless, was it? They got the right to be topless. When was that? Where was that as well? As a non-binary person, I wonder how Hafs would feel about letting me be topless. It's a good question. I for one, I'd be okay with it, frankly. I wouldn't object. I wouldn't care. Let me put it like that. I wouldn't care. Has she taken the children legally? Yes, I think so. I think she has the children legally, but because of where he's from, he has lots of rights. He could basically take them and take them back to his country legally, kidnap them, if you like, legally. You know, I'm not a men's rights activist, so I'm not into that sort of thing. Yeah. So I think that's the danger in the situation. If he was at all in contact with their kids, I think he could basically take them and she wouldn't be able to do anything about it. He could take them to his country and she couldn't get them back. And she would have no rights and he would have all the rights in his country because he's a powerful person and because of the way their laws are. Can she seek asylum within her own country? Even though he has privileges, I'm not sure about asylum. But there should be some way of getting protection. That's America, though. Yeah. So, I mean, she should be able to get protection like that, but I don't know. That's why, like I say, maybe maybe some charity or some advisory group like that might be able to help. Don't know. Seek asylum in the UK. Well, no, she's from the UK. She's British, so it's not a matter of seeking asylum, but seeking protection. I don't know. Their laws don't count in the UK. True, but if he managed to take them to his country, then his laws would apply and not UK laws. America is a bit of an uptight country, it would seem in some ways, yes. In many ways. Right. Okay. So this one comes from a person. This is just a quick one. So basically, I'm tired of getting picked on or bullied because of my stammer. I have a nervous tic, and that's why I don't leave the house much. Social media is my only escape, and I try to go live on Haps weekly, just doing talk streams, but I get a lot of trolls mocking the way I talk or pronounce my words. It's really making me depressed. I've informed Peter and Pablo from Haps team about the main culprits and sent screenshots, but so far nothing has come from it. I constantly block the mean people, but they just create a new account and come back meaner and angrier, so now I don't even block them. I just ignore them, but it does bother me and I'm considering leaving. Let me read that again. This is a quick one. So basically, I am tired of getting picked on or bullied because of my stammer. I have a nervous tic, and that's why I don't leave the house much. Social media is my only escape. I try to go live on Haps weekly, just doing talk streams, but I also get a lot of trolls mocking the way I talk or pronounce my words. It's really making me depressed. I've informed Peter and Pablo from Haps team about the main culprits and sent screenshots, but so far nothing has come of it. From it. I constantly block the mean people, but they just create a new account and come back meaner and angrier, so now I don't even block them. I just ignore them, but it does bother me and I'm considering leaving. Moderator, yes. Strengthening moderator list, good point. Struggling in the UK with one for, yeah. Perhaps get some people who you trust to come into your live and help moderate. Never let them stop you doing what you want to do. Keep blocking the lines to get bored. Maybe they will, maybe they won't. Don't even acknowledge them. Yeah, I think I would agree with that. People are mocking you and you reported it to Haps and Haps did nothing. That's concerning. Yes, it is. I would agree. Whoever sent that message me if you want. I had a stammer I worked through. Didn't know that, Gemma. It comes out a tad when I'm stressed, but I'm happy to try to help you with keeping the trolls at bay. Yeah, the same would go with me. I'm, if you would like me to be your moderator and help you out there, I'm happy to do that. I hope you don't leave Haps, and I hope you do continue to go live as often as you want to. You can actually relate to trolls and not doing anything though. Yeah, it's unfortunate to say the least when some people like to mock other people for something as trivial really as a stammer. I had a hell of a stammer when I was younger. I also lost my speech entirely after a seizure, really. Yeah, it's sad. It's unfortunate that some people are like that, isn't it? I hope there's more people on Haps who appreciate you and don't don't troll you than the people who do, although those who do are disproportionately large in your mind, I'm sure. So don't let them be. Let them be the irrelevances and the nothing that they probably are. Don't let them loom large in your mind. Dismiss them, ignore them, reduce them to the nobodies who they are. I think. Is that a term? It is. If you enjoy going live, then don't let the cunt stop you. Quite right. Talk like a guy. I've never noticed that. I've never noticed you talk like a guy, Gemma. No, don't think so. Wow. But if somebody wants a tongue lashing from Jamma, you know what to do. I'm sure some people would. That has never. I've never thought that. That's news to me, Gemma. Bullies have a lot less fun bullying when they don't get a rise out of the person. That's true. They'll quit if you show it doesn't bother you. Well, hopefully they will, yeah. But even whether they do or don't get bored of you, you should treat them like the irrelevancies that they are. They can treat them like nobody, because that's who they should be. Yes, you need to pick your words carefully. Most live streamers will have had their fair share of trolls. Yes, don't let it put you off. No, I never thought that about Jamma. I don't know. No. Okay, I really like Jamma, and I'm scared of it. This is another one, but this is not me. This is another person. I really like Jamma, and I am scared if I say anything, it will damage the friendship. I'm also worried with how close she's getting to another HAPS broadcaster. They seem to talk lots. How can I find out? Well, first of all, none of your business who she talks to, how much she talks to them. It's not your concern. Until and unless you and she get together in some way. Is that you? I think, right? So yeah, no, I don't like it. Sounds deep. No, it's never sounded deep to me. No. Yeah, like I say, speak to her if you think it's appropriate. If you think it's not appropriate, leave it as it is. Right, the same person again. Legally, I have the children. I gave birth to them, but they are also his, and he is on the birth certificate. My children are dual national because even though they were born here, their father is from another country. That automatically gives the children citizenship. It's also illegal there for gay/bisexual relationships, as it is also for non-binary. I can never tell anyone because of that. If he gets them to his country, I've lost all my rights, and if I go there, I will be arrested on the spot. It's a very difficult one. Shall I read that again? I'm not sure. Trying to possess each other. Well, yes, well said, though. Absolutely. Okay, Demi, thanks for being here. As always, nice to have your company. So I'll just read that again, just for clarity. Yes, I legally have the children. I gave birth to them, but they are also his, and he is on the birth certificate. My children are dual national because even though they were born here, their father is from another country. That automatically gives the children citizenship of that country. It's also illegal there for gay/bisexual relationships, as it is also for non-binary people. I can never tell anyone because of that. If he gets them to his country, I've lost all my rights, and if I go there, I'll be arrested on the spot. Yeah, so if he ever takes them to that country, wherever it is, I suspect I might know where it is, but wherever it is, then basically our correspondent loses them, and she has no rights to ever see them again and can't go and see them. Which is a horrible situation. Yeah, do not allow him to be alone with the kids. Absolutely right, Chucky. And that's why I say, for example, make sure the school knows that they are not to go with him. Make sure your friends and family know the situation, that he could take them and kidnap them, basically. So warn people of the situation. But other than that, I don't know. I don't know what else you can do. It's like I said before, it's good that you're getting legal advice. That may well help. I hope it does anyway. Hope it does. Right. I don't need to be rude, but that lady in there seems to have every problem from A to Z. As soon as As soon as someone says they suffered or are still suffering, she immediately types that I've had that. Feel free to message me. I doubt she has suffered from every problem and disease, not my kind. I'm just a bit skeptical. Maybe you are a bit cynical rather than skeptical. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what more I'll... Yeah. But I suspect it might be about you, Gemma. If the situation does arise, he has them alone, report them kidnapped immediately. Yeah, I don't think so. Seriously, grow up here and tell me I don't have to prove shit to no one, just offering help. I know that Gemma does offer help to people. I know that Gemma has certainly been through a lot of very clear. The fact is that an awful lot more happens to people than you know happens. I wonder if the fact that you see people in the street, you talk to people, you meet people, you don't get to see the half of what's going on in their lives. There's all sorts of things happening behind closed doors, as one might say. There's all sorts of things going on, and I just wonder if the fact that people don't see that makes people think that if it is happening to somebody, or if somebody says that they've got a lot happening to them, I think perhaps they just don't think it's likely because they tend not to see these problems. I don't know. I can prove my shit. I don't have to prove nothing. Just trying to help people. I'll discuss it with you if I have an issue. Okay. Who would ever lie about being ill or whatever? That's too low. Yeah. Swivel or talk to me. That's probably. Yeah. Okay. Okay, let's not get into that, I don't think. Let's not start accusing people anonymously of doing things. It would not be fair for me to be reading out things like that when it's an anonymous person attacking somebody here, so I won't do that. As Gemma has said, if anyone has a problem with her, or if anyone else, then feel free to discuss it with them. It doesn't get out of charades, no. People watch the broadcast but only comment via the confession thingies. Yes, it would appear so. Yes. That's all right. That's fine by me. Yes, you don't have to comment in here. I don't mind that. No dick pics. Fair enough. Yes, it doesn't get any out of charades though. Right, it's 11:10. There is such a thing as Munchausen's by proxy. That's BY, not BI proxy. Yes, some people do lie about being ill, but Munchausen's by proxy, incidentally, is not that. That's when you make somebody else ill. Yeah, so it's certainly some people do lie. But they're found out. They get found out about it. But anyway, like I say, Yes, message me. I'm sure that Gemma would be able to, not that she needs to, but Gemma would be able to prove beyond doubt that the things she says are true are true. But I have ran out of beer, and it's over an hour that we've been going. So I think that'll just about draw things to a conclusion. Did I confess to being heterosexual? I didn't confess to that. No, that was strictly hypothetical. Okay, case closed, says that person. Fine. You'll have Vader for this. Thank you for that. I'm sure Vader will be most disappointed. Not that it's a competition, you understand. She shouldn't have to. No, she shouldn't, of course. For a reason I don't have to share, yeah. Well, like I say, I don't want this to be used for anonymous people to be attacking others, no matter what it's about. I don't want it to be about people, about other people in here in general. So when it's an anonymous forum, I don't want people to be using this to anonymously say things to or about others in here or other people in general. I mean, like I say, I'm willing to give some leeway about that, but I reserve the right to not read out things. And yes, you'd rather be attacked in open. Yeah. Okay. All right. So let me put the link there again. Is that a fly? Yes. That link will get you to the Google Forms Secrets and Confessions form. Freeze. I should be back. I think I'm back. That's an annoying fly. I'm going to assume it's the fly that's done that. Anyway, yes. Okay, so if I'm still alive, if I'm still here, okay, I'm kind of back, right? So yes, feel free to message me whenever you like. Doesn't have to be just now. Next week it'll be charades, possibly with Tim. Who knows? We'll see. I don't have anything else scheduled until Tuesday morning, I think, for a bit of breakfast and sketching. Remember, it is Haps Art Week. What about Monday? I don't think I do anything on Monday, do I? Do I do something on Monday? With Tim and Vader. That'd be fun. There's more than one fly in here now. Oh, book club. Yes, of course, book club. Yes, correct. Well done. Thank you, Doe and Margaret. Yes, book club. So make sure you read the rest of The Night Manager if you're reading it, if you wish to. And we'll discuss it. And we will also choose a new book for September. Slugging through. Do you mean slugging through the book? Yes, so that'll be probably about 10 p.m. my time Monday night. And I might, maybe, there's a bee, no, it's a fly. Yes, your book took a while to arrive. Yes, I might, no promises, I might do an art scope stream this week. I'll see. Not, I don't mean me doing art. It was a real spy. Yes, I was a member of MI6. Yes, that's right. Scope, well, you know. So I might do something, not just me sketching in the cafe. All right, but thank you for being here. Thank you for that one award from D. Polly, who's already my active sponsor, and he's the only one to have given an award here as well. I mean, I'm just saying. He's the only one to get, and he's already an active sponsor. Yes. So thanks for watching. Thanks for sending me all of your messages, and I'll be back with this in 2 weeks. I'm not sculpting a fish or a cherub. But thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Cheery bye, everyone. Have a nice